Right, here we go again. We are on the Sprinters Playground, stage one of the levelling up. I'm delighted to say I've got a few updates. I haven't done a video for a week. I finally got some tech upgrades. So let's see if this is a lot smoother. I'm going to start with the good news from my perspective. You'll notice I'm still in the ZRS 510 to 650 category, and I'm delighted to say this is the fourth race that I've been retained in that ZRS group. The previous three managed to stay above ZRS 570 for the first time, three on the trot, and I'm going for a fourth one. I can afford to lose 3 or 4 ZRS points in this race. I'm obviously aiming for 14 and above on the placements. I want to come top half. That should keep my ZRS at 0. But as I've said, I'm going for the top half. I'm delighted that my Zwift game has improved immensely. It's not only the power increases over the last 12 months, but it's more the craft and where I need to be in these races to survive to the end to give myself an opportunity. But let's get on to the tech upgrades. So, 2 weeks ago, I got a fantastic new fan. So, in the warmish weather in the UK, I'm keeping myself cool, which is has a massive effect when you're doing 15 miles plus at pretty much. This isn't flat out, it's actually quite a lazy, lethargic start to a race. This could be in any ZRS category, to be fair. Everyone's just slowing down. But as I've learnt the hard way, 510 to 650, someone can just attack on the flat at any point. This is a sprinter's playground. It's 2 laps, top right, roughly 15 miles, only 443 feet, I think. So just less than 450 feet. But there's some quality riders, all relative, but some riders that are far better than me. So, while we're in the boring start to this, let me just tell you, I have upgraded. I'll just fast forward. I've got a MacBook Air M5. Didn't want to go for the MacBook Pro, so finally upgraded. I've got an M5 chip. I've got 24 gig of RAM, and I don't need any more than that. I'm on Zwift, but I've just reading up, and that'll give me everything I need to recording at ultra settings. I'm just trying this at 1920 by 1080p, 60 fps, frames per second. I just wanted to give this a bit of a test, and it's looking all right, I've got to say. Obviously, I've got a better camera on this MacBook Air. I'm recording through OBS Studio, latest version. I am editing on DaVinci Resolve version 20, I want to say, open source. But it seems a lot smoother already, I think you'll agree, compared to what I had before. Look, I had a MacBook Pro, I think it was about 2014, and like, if your graphics card and your CPU isn't up to scratch, I've got to say from experience, it doesn't matter how you reduce the settings in Zwift, how you set up in OBS for recording. The bottom line, if your CPU can't cope with the load put on it, especially when you're using OBS Studio, and those two at the same time, you're going to get staggering, you're going to get frame rate drops. It's just a nightmare. I've tried every conceivable set of variables to record on Zwift, and if your computer's just not up for it's not going to record smoothly, and that gives a crap customer experience when they're viewing on YouTube. And I've had the comments, but Look, we can't all just go out and buy a 3 grand MacBook Pro laptop, or a high-end piece gaming PC. So look, I'd read the reviews. I had a budget. I've got a MacBook Air M5, 24 gig. I'd up the M5 chip to 10 cores, and here we are. So look, it's an upgrade. I've got a fan. I've got a decent recording setup. And next time, yes, I'm hoping to use the Chrome key in studio with a green screen backdrop to make that slightly better. But just for now, uh, let's get back onto the Zwift. 10.7 miles to go. We've done 150 feet already. We've just done I guess, the main climb on the first lap. It's not terrifying, obviously. It's all about sprinting this. I'm averaging 266 on the left, but I'm having to put it in. Look, they're not attacking, but they're just pressing on. And look, I'm at the absolute top of my limit in the 510 650. So any pressing on really hurts for me, I've got to say. 15 miles, perhaps the limit in this group for me as well, whether it's flat or not. But as I said, I've survived 3 previous races in this group over the last week. All ZRS races, and I'm getting slightly better on the craft, and I've retained being in this group. So can I do it again, 4th time? It's 28 riders. I think we've dropped perhaps 3 or 4 riders earlier, but look, everybody else is bunched up. I'm at 264 average. I'm sat in 15th gear, 337 calories. I'm averaging around 3.46, as you can see on the watts per kilo, 76 kilos currently. I've actually also opened up on Zwift Power. So all my stats and racing history is now being recorded on there, which someone had commented on. So nice and transparent on that point. I guess the only thing I'm missing is that heart monitor, but I've said before, it's a bloody annoying thing for me, the chest monitor I've got. And look, you've got all my stats here, Zwift Power. What else can I say? Less than 10 miles to go. Right, 173 climb, 5.6 miles gone, just under 14 minutes. No one's really doing anything here of any note. We're on the plateau of that climb on the first lap. 2.1 miles to go. Someone's just pressing here, Yashima, the Japanese rider. Just keeping everything honest. I've got to say, I've got this feeling, this instinct, when I'm riding on Zwift in this category. There's just this feeling that anyone can just go off, and I will not be able to chase them down. If the pack chases them, that's fine. I can get them draft and just about survive. But it absolutely takes any energy out of me when I start chasing people down. So I'm going to let the pack do that and just hope I can stick in with them. Look, I'm having to do 350 watts in a bit of draft there just to stay on. It all looks nice and calm from the screen, just cruising at 27, but believe me, I'm not. 6 miles gone, or 6.1, just under 15 minutes. We will be approaching the second lap, where things start to happen any minute. 15th gear, just under 206, just 260 average there, but I've been in the draft as much as possible. You could argue I could be right in the middle of that bubble, but the concentration, you can't just turn in. Look, you see there, I've got the left controller on, but obviously I can't just jump in. I'm in a good position there. I can't drop any further back, because if anyone goes off the front, I haven't got 800-900 watts to rein them back in. I just can't produce that power. Someone's gone off again, so it's going to get a bit more exciting now, a bit more active. But as I've said in the title, can I not get dropped in high resolution? Because this will probably improve the watching experience, but obviously it doesn't. The graphics, the ultra res is the 4K is very good. Streaming on Zwift on some of these routes they've got, it's far better than the minimum settings, graphics wise. I've got the audio on actually on Zwift, and it is a much better experience, but it's not going to gain you places in the finish, obviously. Upgrading your tech that makes absolutely no difference, in my opinion, to your performance on the game, obviously. What have we got here? You can see we're in a bull, but someone's gone off there. I'm having to put 320 out there. 350. So once you get into this train again, D Kent, the Brit rider, racing for TMP, just pushing forward there. These are riders that can do, they're far stronger than myself here. My aim is to get as far as I can in this front group. Look, I'm having to stand up at a -1 on a slight descent just to stay in the game. I'm on full draft there, so there's no point being behind, but I've got to concentrate. Going back to what I was going to say, I need to be 3/4 the way into the second lap in this front group. If I can do that, I've got an opportunity to finish in the top half. Happy days. I'll try and see it through to the end. This group though, so for my analysis, in most of whether it's the Tour de Zwift, Zwift games, the finishing, certainly the podium, but the top 10, top 15, unless it's a slow ride, they're all, they're hitting 4 watts a kilo, 4.2 watts a kilo. I'm not going to be averaging anything like that. For 15 miles, 3.5, 3.6. That's the difference, half a watt per kilo on average over 15 miles. You see someone's gone off there, Myanmar, Japanese rider. A couple Ingrams chasing to an extent, but no one's gone after that rider. Still doing 300. It's getting a bit tactical here. Ingram's moved to the left. 2-second gap, Myanmar. Got the American Myers. They're happy just to let that rider go off. I can't chase that rider down, absolutely no chance. But I'm happy in this group. And if the group go, I need to set back actually. No one seems to be bothered that the rider's escaped. 7.5 miles to go basically, and that's why. Not sure you're going to do a breakaway from 7.5 miles. Be a tremendous effort that. Right in the group here, still doing. I'm having to every so often put 300 watts out, 4 watts a kilo just to stay in, and I'm right in the draft. I couldn't be drafting any better than that. 7.2 miles to go, 8.2 completed. Just having to stand up there. 260 average. 3.41 watts per kilo average. That's going to go up very shortly. Just over 7 miles to go to the finish. There's no climbs of any note really. There is one section that 3.5-4% minimal, and I think people will attack on that. I need to be ready for that, but I reckon there's 2 little bumps before that. As I said, this group people will attack on the flat, or they'll certainly pull this group apart on the flat, and that's where I need to be careful. I hope the experience is a bit better. It seems smoother from where I'm sat, much smoother than what I've done before. You got Bond going off there. He's wearing a cowboy hat. Very casual. I'm going to have to stand up and watch this. This is where Myanmar's 9 seconds ahead. Bond's gone on a chase. Ingram behind. We've got the Welsh rider, the American, the Scot, another American, then a Dutch rider. I've managed to just hold that back. They've brought the thing, still got Myanmar Japanese rider in sight, 7 seconds. Must be a strong rider and a confident rider to be just doing a mile. Well, it'd be coming up to 2 miles now out in front in the wind on their own in this group. You can see it's all over the place here. Trying to get a good draft is not that easy. Trying behind these 4 in front. Well positioned now. 282. They're pressing for a chase here. Hence it's splitting up. We're not all in a bubble. Need to just stay calm. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, the Japanese rider. Perhaps they've burnt the matches. 473 calories burnt. Just under 260 average for me, and I managed to stay with 6 miles to go in this front group, which is pleasing. 9.4 completed, 261. So we're just under 200 feet to go. We've done 22.5 minutes. And it's just a bit of a waiting game. Who's gonna... Oh, someone's gone there. The Dutch rider. You can see, look, it's a bit of a train now. A bit of a train wreck for me, this. I'm going to have to... The Americans in front, everyone's pressing on. Myanmar has seemingly gone off again and secured that 7 seconds. Right, this is going to be difficult now. I'm already behind. I'm doing 320. I'm struggling. 340, 350. I'm going to have to stand up. They're chasing the Japanese rider down. They are catching up, but it's costing me. It's costing me. I can't keep this up. I'm not in a full draft. Everyone's coming through. Bannister, the Brit behind. I can't be the only one struggling. 262 average. This little ascent. Come on, get into the back of that group. I need to get in the back of that group. There we go. I'm back in. For now. What's that Japanese rider? I'm struggling though. I need a break here. They're going off. Just stand up. Get into that pack. Get on the draft. That's it. Okay. Survived. You see, when you're on the edge like this, you can't take your eyes off it because they'll just escape. I'm not going to mention that Dutch rider's last name. Martin's behind. You got Marsden, the Scot up front. I'm being pushed to the edge there. He's gone chasing again. I will not have any energy to chase again. The group are behind. We've dropped another rider there. Myanmar has been soaked in. He's just behind me there. But at the front of the group, I'm well positioned here. And we're on the flat. Okay. I've done all right. I've got to 5 miles to go. Done 2/3 of the race and I'm still there. Japanese rider on the front again. In the wind. What am I doing there? What am I doing there? Get back. The good thing is everyone's having a break. I'm delighted with that. Just about survived. I wasn't getting dropped though, no chance. And I think that's where I'm getting better. I may have given up on that in this level before, but I know I can survive. Remember then, those riders need a break as well. It's not just me. I'm in a great position here. Just pull back a bit and get a draft. They seem to have just slowed up for now. 4.7 miles to go, just over 25 minutes. 289 feet completed. Got a little climb coming up here. I suspect someone's going to attack off here. I wouldn't be surprised. It's exciting, this. Mopping my brow. Good job I've got that fan. She's good. That's helping, obviously. That is helping. That upgrade, clearly helping. When you start overheating, you're doing over 30 minutes. And once you start overheating over 20 minutes, your performance will reduce massively in any sport. Dripping, losing the electrolytes. I'm having to stand up 460 there just to stay in and right in the draft, and they pull it away. I'm fifth. Come on, stay, hold on. Just move to the side. Come on, it looks easy, doesn't it, when you're commentating, but it's not. There we go. They've had a little break, and I've come flying through. I couldn't be any better position. Delighted here, down to 4 miles. Almost. 310 feet climb. I reckon there's 130 feet. Survived that. 4 miles to go. Get down to 3 miles. That's the objective. Dutch rider's coming on the outside. So is the American. Oh, the Japanese rider. Yeah, different level, that Japanese rider. Clearly doing 2 or 3 miles on their own earlier. I'm going to go after that rider. I've got to. Otherwise, everyone else is going to, and I don't want to be dropped, as you can see there. Ingram coming right through. If I can just get on his wheel. Oh, here they go. This is going to be tough. I need to survive. Look, we're still on the flat here. This is the difference. Get in that draft. We'll catch the Japanese rider. I just need to get in the draft and survive. Come on, keep the power up. 561 calories done, 3.44 watts per kilo, which is 262 equivalent for me. I'm in 15th gear. The Welsh riders here, the Brits here, the 2 Dutch riders obviously teaming up here. The Japanese rider, 2 seconds ahead. I mean, just riding on their own without a care in the world. Different level, different gravy. Different quality to me, certainly. I'm survived 3.5 miles. Let's get it down to 3 miles. And then we'll take every half mile as it comes. I'll need to stand up and survive. I need to get back there in the draft. My arm is not going any further. There we go. Just get in that draft. The 2 Dutch riders very close. Working together. Right, here we go. This is the attack. I'm going to have to put 550 down, I'm absolutely sure. Japanese rider's gone off. What am I capable of? Remember, I've had to keep alive. I'm under 500. I don't think that's enough. 512, 506. Keep going. Look, you can see I'm putting it in. I've had to have a little break. Stand up again. Come on, don't get dropped. We're nearly down to 3 miles. Can I survive this little bit over the hill? We've caught the Japanese rider, but can I survive? Come on, sit down. Come on. Having to stand up. We're on the flat here. Look how it's spread out. A little bit of a climb in a minute. I'm getting dropped. As I've said, getting dropped. 5. Come on. Push. Get onto the wheel. 2.9 miles to go. We're approaching 30 minutes. If I can just stand up a bit more and get into that group in front, it's drastically split here. Look at it on the top right. They're coming through. I can't get dropped out of this second group. There's 2 groups forming, you can see. I'm not going to get dropped from this second group. I'm determined. Bannister's been dropped off there, 7 seconds. Won't get that back. Bond, come on. I'm off the front group. I need to stay with this second group. Just had a little breather there. I need to get right back into this. Otherwise, I am knackered. And I won't be able to finish in the top 20 even. There we go. Just push. 450. It's got me back into that second group. Which I think's, what have we got? 2, 4, 6 riders and myself. 7 riders. Need to push here. The American, the Dutch rider. Don't let him get away. Come on, I'm not getting dropped from this. I'm currently 19th. Get into the back of that pack on the wheel. 2.4 to go. 13 miles just popped up there. 385. Probably 60 feet to go. Right, I'm in the pack, the second pack. Thank goodness. 2.4 miles to go. I'm not getting dropped here. Not again. The front group, look, they're 6 seconds ahead. Oh, blimey, someone's gone off there. Bond, he's gone chasing in his Stetson cowboy hat. Nobody's got the legs in my group to do that. Fair play, go off chasing. Myers Ingram. Hornkamp, the Dutch rider. Myanmar, the Japanese riders behind me. Well, no wonder, he put a huge effort on his own earlier. Look at me going there, trying to chase down the lone rider. You can see the group in front. That gap will expand. They're 8 seconds now. We're not going to chase that. Let's get Bond back in the group, though. And I think Ingram's thinking the same as me. Yeah, we've reined back. Bond's realised that group. He's not going to chase them down on his own. Ingram, right, what have we got now? I think we've got 7 riders. So I have an opportunity to finish 15th, I think. Is that right? There we go, yes. So, can I finish 15th? I'm just going to have to stand up here. 1.8 miles to go. This is interesting. 12 seconds ahead, that front group. You can see that very quick group. Different level to us. Here, set back. Fair play to them. They accelerated on that flat and just broke us. Weren't going to get anything back there. So we are 261 average, 3.43. I've done 635 calories. Probably done 100 in the warm-up. But that's a decent shift. Coming up to just done 13.9 miles. I just need to be careful here. Stay in the draft. Get it down to 1 mile. Get it to half a mile. I've got an opportunity to finish 15th. That might just retain my ZRS. Obviously depends, I guess, the calculation, the algorithm to look at what determines my ZRS plus or minus. After this will be determined by the quality of the rides and the existing ZRS scores and positions finished. So we'll see about that. So everyone's probably thinking, let's roll it to the sprint. 1.2 miles to go. But interesting, yeah, the Japanese rider, Myanmar, I'm guessing he's at the frontier again. Fair play, I mean, courageous, but it's probably cost him that. You're riding on your own, above FTP in the wind. You know, those other riders were a bit smarter, I think. And if you have a look on the right-hand side, 27 seconds ahead. You know, I wouldn't have been able to keep that pace. This is interesting, though. 7 riders left. No one's wanting to jump in the front here. I just need to keep this honest. 0.9 of a mile to go. 14.5 miles gone. Average has come down a little bit. Still, for me, rolling just under 90 RPM. Having to do above 250 watts. Got Myers, the American. Oh, right, okay. 0.7 miles to go. I'm not going to let him go off that easily. Need to rate. Oh, sorry, it's Bond, the Brit. Looks like Bond has gone off. Still retaining 5 watts a kilo on their own. What's Ingram going to do? Is somebody going to help me give chase? Because my legs are knackered. 0.6 a mile to go. Don't know whether anybody's got it in. We're coming to the arcade on the internal. This is going to be a press. We'll come out the other side with 0.2 to go. I think that's typically what happens. Right, I'm having to do 3:15. People are pushing. This is exciting. Myers, Bond 2 seconds ahead. Can we chase Bond down as we exit here? That'll be a good question. We're all chasing for 15th. Whipping round here inside the arcade. Keep holding my own here. Right, where's Bond? It's getting mixed up here. 0.2. We're going to go to 900 feet in a minute. Round this corner. I'm going to stand up. Right, come on. Push, push, push. We've caught up to Bond 700 feet. I've had a press there. Right, what can I do now? Come on. Keep these 4. There we go. There's 3 ahead of me. 16th, 17th. Come on, secure 17th. That'll be a good effort there. There we go. Do you know, I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. You can see my face. I'm smiling away. I've put a good effort in there, good shift. I don't know whether I'm still going to be in after my 4th race in this top category. I need to be above 570. Let's see. Obviously, when we see now, I'm happy with that. In a minute, the ZRS, but that won't be the true ZRS until everybody's finished. Let's have a look in a minute. I'm knackered there, yeah. That sprint took it out of me. Let's just save this off. So racing score, oh, you can't see it there. Right, it says -6 there, I will tell you. It ended up -4 and I retained. I'm 571. I'm still in that top bracket. Happy as Larry. If you liked it, like the video, comment and subscribe. Thank you.